All right, this is Mark Gutkowski with Windermere. I'm here with Alex, and he's with, what's the name of your company? Solar Service Center. Okay, so we're looking at the system, and this is rebooting. We had to change out a fuse. But what were you saying about the solar cells up top? Are those in okay shape, do you think?
Yes, sir, they're very okay. They look a little dirty, but that's about it.
How often do you have to clean them? Is it like once a year, twice a year?
We clean them every 6 months
Okay.
out of the year.
And that's how you do the service? Like you do it every 6 months? And,
About, yeah.
And then what do you do on this system here? Do you also check this every 6 months as well?
We usually come out for a yearly checkup just to check the kilowatts, see what it's producing each year. But
okay. Now, this system, I know when the inspector was here, he said that on the outside there's supposed to be a big warning sticker that says that there's solar feeding this.
Yeah.
There's not a big sticker out there. Is that something that just gets applied whenever?
It's just for inspectors. I mean, inspectors like to see a lot of stuff up to date, but it doesn't really matter.
It won't matter too much.
Yeah.
Okay. And then to get this hooked back up with Edison, how does that work? Because I'm assuming it's not going to Edison.
It should be in the contract still if you're selling the house, or I'm honestly not too sure how.
Okay, so I call the office and they might be able to explain how that works. Okay, well that sounds fine. Now what do we have to do? What are we waiting for in this? I know you replaced a fuse.
Replaced the blown fuse and your sunny boy right here, so we're just waiting for everything to reboot. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for everything to load back up.
And then what happens when it reboots? Like what do you see whenever it's working?
You'll see the kilowatt hours, you'll see everything blinking green on each inverter.
Okay.
If you ever see a different color, then there's something wrong with your inverter or something wrong up top.
So like it's yellow or red? Like
yellow or red.
Yellow or red. Okay,
Yellow or red.
But if they're blinking green, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys, you said this system's older, it was put in 2002.
Yeah, there's way different inverters now.
So, with this system, is there, I'm assuming you guys usually have like a monitoring. I've not seen anything in here that's a monitor, but how do you monitor the system, like tell how it's doing?
Nowadays we have locusts, we have envoys, we have different stuff, 3G meters, smart meters.
So with this one, if this guy were to buy the house and he gets this, how would, like if he works with you guys, how does this get set up so he can monitor how well it's doing? Because he lives in LA.
I want to most likely say a 3G meter would be good for this system. Locusts are usually pretty good, but I want to say 3G meters are a lot better.
Is that like a handheld something or other?
No, that's actually like you got like a meter socket, you'd hang a meter socket on your wall, and then you would hook up a actual 3G meter, like the Edison meter outside.
Okay.
And it'll just watch all your kilowatts. It's programmed to connect to an AT&T network.
Okay.
And so you can see everything online.
Oh, okay, that's good. What are we showing here?
To change the screen, the display on there, you just knock on here.
So seriously, that's how you do it, is knocking on it. Okay, that's so high tech.
The total kilowatts for this inverter is 23,545. And then over here you have total.
So this is the one where you replace the fuse.
Yeah, 28,222 kilowatt hours.
So is this one working now?
Yeah, it's working now.
And actually the whole system's working at this point?
Yes, the whole system is actually working.
Okay, what does this one do over here?
This one's just another inverter.
So this one's not red. Why is this one white? Any ideas?
Different inverter.
Okay, I'll go with that. And this one's also working?
Yes.
All right, so we have 3 functioning inverters. And a big thunk, whatever that was.
Yeah, that was just it. Clicking over.
Okay. All right, so basically we have a functioning system. Getting an error on that one, okay. So you think the thunk was part of?
Not too sure.
Okay, so if this isn't working, I'm gonna get this on film. But if this doesn't work for some reason, then it's not really trying to replace it so much as it is just trying to figure out why it's not working.
Exactly.
And they don't really go out, is what you were saying?
Yeah, I mean, I've never really seen inverters go out. I mean, they do go out, don't get me wrong, but
for the most part, it's just finessing the issue.
Yeah.
Okay. And probably not a terribly expensive fix, or is that wrong? Is that like a weird assumption? Like it might be kind of expensive?
Depending on how much the Sunny Boy itself is,
Uh-huh.
and then the labor. I mean, the Sunny Boy by itself might be $500-600.
And that would be replacing this unit
Yes,
altogether?
yes.
Okay, okay. But if something's wrong with it, is it possible just to maybe fix that unit, or do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah.
And then that's just labor and parts?
Exactly.
Okay.
Not even parts, just labor.
Just labor, and that's
Yeah, everything should be here.
$98 a go. Now again, he's saying that this is blinking
Hello?
green, so it looks
Sorry.
like it should be working, so he's calling in for a little more
I checked
information.
3 different inverters in here. They seem to be producing. They seem all right. One of the middle one.
Okay, so this inverter popped completely, and so it's probably bad.
Turning it on.
So you'd have to look at maybe why. Now, it wouldn't be that there's something up with the wiring going and it's like a ground fault, you know, like water's
Yeah, I don't
creating an
think so.
arc between them or something like that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, so this is really just a bad unit at this point.
Bad news. But we'll give you guys a call when they find one. Another one to replace if you guys do want to replace it. Or...
So it wouldn't so much be the cells. The cells are probably working just
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's this unit that would be
Yes.
problematic. Okay.
Yeah, not the panels up top though.
Okay.
Panels up top obviously are still producing.
Okay, so that's fine, and then the electricity is going to it, but when it gets to here, it dies. It decides to not work anymore. So we don't have a green light anymore. All is gone dark. Now, what are you hoping to find when you open it up?
Nothing smoking to see.
No smoke is a good thing, I suppose.
Yeah, you see there's a smoke. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, I didn't. But okay, so something in here popped. Where did you see the smoke at exactly?
It just kind of like floated out. Just
Okay.
you can smell it though, can't you?
Well, it's difficult for me. I don't have the best nose, but okay. So if it was from the lower part, it wouldn't happen to be that fuse that popped, did it? Like it would that be
No.
totally out? Okay, so it's something within
Something
here.
internally, yeah.
Okay, so this unit, bad unit, bad. All right, so don't know if you could fix it inside either. Since he said he's looking for another one, that sort of gives me the impression it might be difficult to fix these. It's easier just to replace.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, it's not going to really be able to be. It's not going to be fixable.
Okay, so non-fixable unit. And these units, you were thinking maybe around $500. Is that what you were thinking they usually cost? But you're not
maybe,
sure.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
honestly-
that was a guesstimate at best. Okay. Oh, I can smell it now.
Smell it now.
Yeah, I can totally smell it. That sort of burning, electrical burning smell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy, that's funny. Okay, yeah, that's not ideal. So did you just kill the electricity to that so that it
Yeah.
wasn't going there? Okay. So basically he's turned off those 2 circuit breakers so that no more electricity is going to this unit, since that unit is not functioning correctly, and that way it's not live or a danger. All right, so you guys are going to look into how much it costs to get a new one of those if it's available.
Yes.
And this one's basically kaput.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you just check the fuse, and that popped again.
Yeah.
All right, so whenever that kind of went, do you think that's probably why it didn't trigger the circuit breakers? Is because the electrical, that did what
Yeah.
it's supposed to do?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that worked out just fine to pop it. Wrap this up, I was just on the phone with Eric, and he was saying these units are out of warranty, and so you do this complete replacement of this particular unit. So he's going to look into how much that costs, and he's going to send me a quote on that. So we're going to get a bill for the inspection part, and you'll send that to me by email, and then we'll get a quote, and I can work with it. I went inside and pulled the paperwork on the Sunny Boy solar inverter, and it had a 5-year warranty. So it was installed in 2004. So they're correct. Here's the date of commissioning. So it is not under contract anymore.